soul stuck between dark and the light. It's like playing some musical chairs. They kicked me out, so I started a life, made a bag that was bigger than theirs. I win and I lose and I win and again. I can see why they think that's unfair. We put in the work and we making them bends. To be honest, I don't really share. You rolling with hitters, I don't understand. You killing good people, that wasn't the plan. Round up the game, come get your mans. He's selling his soul for a couple of bands. I opened his eyes, lifted a hand. As far as you see, this is all in my land. Cause I've been through hell, then I came back. That's the one reason I don't give a damn. Whoa, devil knocked and I buzz him in. This is life with the son of man. Poured a drink, half a dozen in. Threw my head for a sudden spin. Sad story with my violin. All these problems start to pile in. All these peasants turn to violence. Two-faced, thought you had a twin.
Yeah, what up, Beaches?
Ask me where I've been, I said don't know.
What up, Yaz Beaches?
I said whoa, whoa. She wanna be friends.
Yaz Boosh? Yaz Bajino? Yaz Biatch? Yaz Biatch? Yaz Biatch? Yeah.
She wanna be friends, I said no, no. I just wanna win on the low, like you making demands, I said whoa.
Hey.
Ask me where I've been, I said whoa, you making demands, I said whoa. She wanna be friends, I said no. I just wanna win on the low. Ask me where I've been, I said
Alright, here we go, fam. Full Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Oh, well, I don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Testing. Don't mind if I do. Testing. Testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 1116 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and is a slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going? Yas beaches, yas booshes. Welcome to the Gain Train. Welcome to Papa Swolio's house. Welcome to the Papa Swolio show. Welcome. What's going on? I like to say a special thank you for Memorial Day. I'm not really sure about the whole Happy Memorial Day thing. I don't think the word happy really applies, but thank you for everyone that has served. I posted that late last night, so I have a video on my Instagram saying thank you, and I want to say thank you again to everyone that's listening that is related, is themselves active veteran in the armed forces. That's what today is in the United States. Those of you that are foreigners, you don't know our ways. If you're not aware of today, today's our day to pay our respects and to remember those that have fallen in battle and that have given the ultimate sacrifice. So thank you to everyone in the military, but also I'll extend that to law enforcement and to public service and all the people that don't get enough credit. All the people that don't get enough credit. And of course, nothing's perfect in this world. Nothing's perfect. Nothing's absolutely 100% perfect. But, the fact that we're all here, we're available right now in this moment to listen to a podcast, to have a conversation, I think that's something to be thankful for and grateful for, because a lot of people in the world right now are having a hell of a fucking time. So it's a good day to be thankful for many, many things. And today's episode is inspired by that. Having what you need and being able to do things for your health. Having the tools that you need, that you require, that you would require to take care of your health and to improve your health and to invest time and effort and energy in your health. We don't discuss enough as a society that it shouldn't necessarily just be Are you trying to lose weight, or are you trying to bulk up? Are you trying to build muscle? Are you trying to slim down? It should be more about you have the ability to make that choice. You have the ability to be healthier if you want to be. Some people can't be healthier just because of their life restrictions. They don't even have that choice as a real option. Some people are really burning the candle at both ends. Some people are really, really starved for time. They are really under the gun, so to speak. They have a lot of responsibilities, a big family. They have 2 jobs. They don't have the luxury that some other people have with more time or more ability. Maybe finances are more stable. Maybe family life is more stable. There's always someone in the world, and usually probably in your neighborhood, that has it worse off than you. Someone's always stressed about something. We all got our little internal battles going on. So when things are aligned and you have that ability to invest time and effort and energy into your fitness, into your health, that should be something that you take advantage of. That's my opinion, of course, but I think for all the people in this world, I mean, in this country specifically, that has the ability to invest time in their health, that has the ability to put that kind of effort into their health. You should be grateful for that opportunity. Not everyone has that opportunity. So don't let it go to waste. Invest. Exercise. Love your body. Treat your body with respect. You only have one, and you only have it one time. So why not take care of it? Have fun. Have fun with it. Have fun with your body. Hey guys, ladies and gentlemen, pinch your nips. Have fun with your bodies. Come on. It's Monday. It's okay. You can have fun with your body. It's all right. I ain't mad at you. Touch yourselves. Have fun with your body. All right. That's weird. No, but seriously, do your yoga. I don't know. Like when you're working out, when you're doing yoga, you're stretching, you're foam rolling, whatever you're doing, just enjoy the fact that you're feeling it. Enjoy the fact that you are actively healing. You're actively adding to your body's ability to live successfully. You're building your strength. You're moving your body the way it was intended. That's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. And we don't appreciate that enough. So if you worked out today or tomorrow, that can maybe revitalize you and you realize, you know what? Fuck, I have the ability to invest time and effort into my health. And another reminder about the investment part. Everything is training. Everything is funneling into your body, your wellness. So when you go to the gym, don't think of going to the gym. Don't think of doing these things for your fitness or for your nutrition. Don't think of it as something that's taking away. It's taking time. Oh, I don't have time to go to the gym. If you don't have time to go to the gym, you're picturing the gym as a sucking of time. Okay? If you think to yourself, I don't have time to go to the gym today, or I don't have time to go work out, I don't have time to exercise, that's because you're looking at exercise as taking away from the time that you already have available. I don't have extra time because fitness takes away from my time. And I only have this amount of time remaining, so I don't have enough for fitness. But that's not how you should look at it. Fitness doesn't take away, it adds. It gives you more time. It gives you better quality of the time you have. It's an investment. So just like you're going to eat, just like you're going to go to the bathroom, you're going to shower, you're going to feed your kids, you're going to go to work, you're going to do the responsibilities that you have to take care of, and you're going to do your fitness. You're going to do your meditation, you're going to do your strength training, your yoga, whatever you're doing that day in that moment, you're going to do that. And that is because it's an investment. It's also a responsibility, but it adds, it makes the time that you have more effective or efficient, valuable. You're able to move, you're able to live longer or have strength longer and go hiking and do whatever activities you like, sports, just being able to walk around, get up off the ground. Whatever it is, it's your investment. Remember that every time you feel like you don't have time to go to the gym, what do you mean you don't have time? That's how you get time, is by taking care of your health. That's how you're keeping the time that you want. You think you have all this time down at the end of your life or in the future? you're not going to have as much if you don't take care of your health. So investing that time to exercise will get you more time. Keep more of that time around too. Always time for the gym. I have 4 kids and I'm a part-time FD. What does FD stand for? Am I just missing that? Is that a basic one? FD. With 4 kids and you're still getting it done. Where's everyone else's excuse? Firefighter. Oh, fire department. I thought about that. I thought the first thing I thought when I saw FD was fire. I'm like, fire what? Fire D? The fire D. Part-time fireman. I guess I didn't think of FD as, I think fireman, and then I don't think of the D or the M. Getting ready to go to the gym while watching this? Hell yeah. Training is my personal therapy. Training is your staple. Training's your staple. Training's your invested time. Training's your invested time. I don't think as a society, I don't think we address the fact that we have a wonderful ability to take care of our health. It's a privilege. That's what I mean. It's a privilege. It's a privilege. It's not something that you're just guaranteed. You're not just guaranteed health. You have to put the fucking effort in. You're born. I mean, and some kids aren't even born with health. The kids are born with fucking leukemia and shit. They're not born with health. They didn't even have a choice. They didn't have a chance. They didn't have an opportunity to even get started. So what's your fucking excuse? Yet you're not going to invest a little bit of time into eating some better fucking food, making a little bit of food, going to the gym, exercising, doing some fucking push-ups, yoga for half an hour. You don't have time to do that. You don't have time to do that. You don't have time to invest a little bit into your health when some people aren't even born with it. And that's not to guilt people into fitness, but really it's to give you some perspective and to remind you of the perspective that there's a lot of gratitude there. There's a lot of appreciation for the fact that you have the opportunity to take care of yourself and to be active. You have your arms, you have your legs, most of you. And that's something to be grateful for. I think everyone can understand that. Whatever situation you're in, and do the best you can. Do the best you can with what you have. I had a conversation recently and I was talking about creating content. Someone was asking me how to start a podcast. And they were asking me what kind of equipment I use, what should they start with? Where do I record? What equipment do I have? And they kept on asking about the equipment. I said, well, have you started yet with your phone? And they're like, well, no, what do you mean? I need to get a microphone. And I said, no, you don't. You could do a podcast right from your cell phone. My other podcast, the audio experience, the enormous audio experience, a lot of those are just directly into my cell phone. And you can have a podcast. You don't need equipment. You don't need fancy stuff. You need to start putting your stuff out there. So my point was, you need to start with what you have. You have to start with what you have. If you get a great camera, you spend $5,000 on a camera, it doesn't make you a good photographer. It doesn't mean you're going to make good videos. A really good filmmaker or someone who takes good videos or makes good content can still make good content. It might not be the same pixels and sharpness and resolution, okay, but you can still make good video and good content even without the optimal top level equipment. It's the content, it's what you're talking about or what you're filming, the way and the manner in which you're doing it. And then at a certain level, eventually, okay, you can upgrade certain equipment. So I didn't start with the nice microphone and all the stuff that I have here. I pieced it together as I needed something or as I was able to purchase something and add on to my equipment, my setup as I needed. And then eventually it became what it is now. And I'm not saying, and who knows, maybe what it is now won't be the same thing. Like I'm good for right now. I'm good for the foreseeable future. There isn't much left I would need to upgrade for any reason at this point. Like I have more than enough equipment. But I started when I started, I didn't have any of it. I had an old Galaxy and I had an iPad, but I started with it. I started with what I had. I started with that. And I just started. You do the best you can with what you have. And there are a lot of people that wait or think that they need the top of the line, or they try to get the top of the line. They try to start at the top. And there's a couple different things. If you start with the fancy equipment, you're going to get discouraged because that's not the ticket. You didn't earn that. And you're wasting. And you're wasting your money, and you're focusing on the wrong shit, which is where it happens with a lot of people in fitness. And I'm trying to relate this topic to your training and your nutrition. Everyone, or a lot of people, are looking for that fancy, or like the best exercise, or the best workout, or the best piece of equipment, or the best food, the best diet. But you have to start. You have to start with what you have. So just like I started with the podcasting with what I had, you need to start with your training with what you have. If you have access to a gym, great. If you don't, well, how are you going to make the best out of what you have? What do you have available? What do you have that you can do? What do you have around you? What do you have? You still have to do it, but what's the best that you can do with what you have? And bottom line, you have to start, because you learn. You learn and you appreciate and you adjust and you actually get more creative. And I think that's important when it comes to the podcasting and with filming videos and editing. Just like with fitness and nutrition, you learn the hard way. You get through those challenges of not having all the knowledge, let alone all the equipment or all the tools. So you have to scratch and you have to claw and you have to go through these tough times and these tough periods when you're kind of building from scratch, but you're building that discipline. You're building that real passion. You're building that aspect of your life. You're not just, no one's handing it to you. You're not entitled to it. No one's just handing it to you on a silver platter. You have to fucking earn that shit. So as I started filming better and as I started producing more content and videos, I learned, and the business I started building, and then I would piece together these things and I would get a couple things that I wanted or needed or that would help me do this or that. And then, but I earned it. So I appreciate everything that I have. I appreciate what I have now, but at the same time, I did it. Here's the thing. At the same time, I did it without what I have. So for example, if this microphone fucking explodes or something, I hope it doesn't, please don't explode, and I couldn't get another one in time, or I just couldn't afford it, and let's say it broke, I would do it with another one that I have, or another one on my phone. Like it wouldn't stop me for a second. You just adjust. I've been in the middle of things and things went out or things stopped. You just keep the flow. You deal with it later. You figure it out, but there's always something you can do. And it's about doing the best you can with what you have. It really is. It really is, because then the energy around you, the people around you, the people that are a part of your circle, like they know that. People recognize that. One of the reasons why the Daily Swole is every day is because aside from just content, fitness content, inspirational content, just experience, and we're sharing stories and things like that, the fact that it's every day is overall is like the fundamental, is the whole point. So aside from the knowledge, the information, the training content, nutrition content, when we're talking about consistency, the show itself and the principle of the Daily Swole is the fundamental aspect of consistency and just doing it and just exposing yourself to these challenges and figuring out ways to overcome them and just being relentless in your pursuit. You'll get results. You'll get results if you're relentless with your efforts, if you just don't stop. If you give yourself an option to quit, it's just, why even put that on the table? Why put quitting? Why even don't make that, if it's a choice between A or B, don't make that an option. That shouldn't factor into it to be a choice. It shouldn't even be on the table. It should be this direction or this direction. It's not backwards or stopping, unless you really don't want results. If you want results, just don't stop. That's the funny thing. When people ask, well, how do you get results? You just don't quit. And it sounds so cliche, but you just don't stop. You don't stop. If you stop, the only guarantee that you won't get the results that you want The only guarantee that you won't get the results is if you stop. If you don't continue, there's no fucking possible way that you can get to your goal if you stop. But if you keep on working and trying things and you're relentless, then the percentage is much, much, much higher that you'll get there at some point. It depends, of course, on what you're doing and if you're just wasting your time flailing around. But if you're really actively pursuing what you want, the percentages just continuously increase that you'll get it sooner or later. So what do you want? What do you really, so that it comes down to, do you really want what you want bad enough? Or are you just wanting it because other people want it? Do you want a six pack because you just heard the phrase, you just associate a six pack so deeply ingrained in your psyche that you're not in shape unless you see squares on your stomach, just because it's been in magazines for so many years since you were little. You just associate, it's inseparable, a six pack with fitness. And I think that's a problem with the whole fitness industry, is for decades, a six pack has been the cornerstone, the pinnacle of being in shape. And although it's nice, it's not required to be healthy. It's not required to be strong. It's not required to have core strength, to have fucking shredded abs. So these are not things that are necessarily required, but it's just so associated that you're not happy unless you get that, and you forget the real reason why you're doing it. And it should be your reason. And it doesn't have to be 10% body fat. It doesn't have to be. And I think a lot of people want things that aren't really for them. They just don't realize it because it's just, they're just so clouded. It's just so ingrained and programmed that it's not really their own personal desire. They just think it is. What's your thoughts on rest, and when should we rest? As much as you need. Active recovery is important. Active recovery is everything. Yoga, sauna, foam rolling. Everyone's going to be different. Your program is going to be different. It's a general question, but it depends on your experience and your goals and such. I've heard fermented foods. Oh, these are way off topic. Okay. I've heard fermented foods are good for gut health. Yes, they are. Sauerkraut's great. What about kombucha? I think kombucha is supposed to be pretty good. I don't know all the details about it, but I've had it before. I don't make my own or anything. Mia laugh. Loving the knowledgeable nuts on chin. You're welcome. Your advice and guidance is honest, helpful, and always bullshit free. You deserve thousands of more followers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. They're coming. All of you are coming. All of you that have found my content. That's why you found it. You're in the right place. But yes, going back to so thank you for the compliment, and also about the fermented foods. Fermented foods are very good for the body. I have a really high quality sauerkraut that I get. It's so good. I love sauerkraut. Fermented foods are good for you by all my personal experience. Chanel cowboy hat. I like that name. You've really helped me kick my own ass recently. I respond well to that kind of approach. So I thank you for helping me redirect myself with fitness. You're an awesome dude. Thank you, dear. Not everyone wants an arm around the shoulder. I don't think that's not personally my approach. So if you're looking for an arm around the shoulder, not quite the place. But of course, I'm not going to be mean to you about it, but I love it. I love it. I love fucking knocking people off their ass, and get the fuck to the gym. Get to the fucking gym. I've said this before. Whenever I say that, whenever that's coming across in my content, when it's like no bullshit, fucking go to the gym, I'm just sharing my own internal dialogue. That's literally what I tell myself. I'm like, just fucking go. You have to fucking go do it. So I'm just sharing that. I'm just redirecting it outwards. So it's definitely, and I'm not perfect either, but that's an animal dude. The little Papa Swole in my brain. The Papa Swole in my brain's like, get to the fucking gym, you pussy. Finish your podcast and go fucking pump. Gym's closed. Finish the fucking podcast and do your yoga. Go do your fucking yoga, Papa Swole. That's the voice in my head. Just sharing it. Some people need to just be called a blaster. You're really trying to push that word, man. Don't force it. Don't force it. Do you drink any shakes? No, I don't. And what do you think about soy protein isolate? I don't consume it, and I wouldn't recommend it either. Of course, I'm giving you my opinion and just my experience. I don't think soy protein is a necessary source. People always like to argue about it, though. GMO or estrogen. I don't know really the latest research and all, whether or not it seriously raises estrogen levels. I think it does. In terms of the quantities, I'm not aware of the latest, but I don't consume any of it, so I don't recommend it. Primarily because I don't consume it, so I don't have any real reference point for like, hey, I used it for 10 years primarily, so never had any of that. Shake weight, fuck that. Let's see. Right fit. Besides yoga, what do you recommend for extremely tight hips? Foam rolling. Foam rolling, stretching, mobility, yoga, of course. But yoga helps, but also corrective exercise helps, so you can really strengthen your glutes. You just got to be doing it more often. How often are you doing yoga? Extremely tight hips. How often are you doing yoga? I'm curious. So, right fit, how often are you doing yoga? Obara Angelica, how much weight loss do you think is healthy and sustainable per week, month? Depends on the person, but it's healthy to lose half a pound to a pound a week. Maybe 2 pounds, depending on if it's like you're just starting to lose weight. Some people lose a lot of water weight in the first week or two, so it seems like they're losing more. 1 to 2 pounds a week at the most. It's more realistic. Like a pound a week is just a nice number to shoot for. But then people easily get discouraged when it's only half a pound. It's like, if it's 2 ounces, you're doing fine. Just keep going. I don't like fucking around with scales. I don't like talking about scales and guiding people to weight loss like that. Just don't micromanage your health. Don't micromanage your health process. Yeah, if you're losing a pound a week, you're fucking doing great. And I hate that when someone gets discouraged or telling me I only lost, I've been losing about a pound a week, but I'm trying to, like, trying to what? You're fucking crushing it. If you're losing a pound a week, you're crushing it. I get so many messages about from people that are discouraged from losing a pound a week. And I feel like just reaching through the phone and strangling them. Like, are you fucking crazy? Lose a pound a week for a year. That's 52 pounds in a year. That's amazing. Everyone's trying to lose 50 pounds in 3 months. Why are you trying to be a record? Why are you trying to be a Guinness Book of World? Just do better. You're fine. Patience. Scales can lie. Well, scales can lie in the sense that they're very one-dimensional. It just tells you your mass, your weight. It doesn't tell you your body fat percentage. Doesn't tell you your circumference, how you feel. Yeah. You never even thought of foam rolling and you're talking about tight hips? What the fuck? Are you serious? Get on it. You never thought about foam rolling? You're saying, besides yoga, what else for tight hips? Foam rolling, massage. Fuck yeah. And keep on doing your yoga and do more yoga. Flexing the arm titties. Arm titties. Oh, hip just cracked. Feels good. And did it calm you as a person to center yourself? Oh, you're asking. Oh, second part. How long have you been doing yoga? Several years. Yes, yoga's amazing. Upping the yoga. Thank you. You're welcome. Yoga. Phenomenal. Is it true that animal protein raises your IGF-1 levels? I don't know. They say eating meat, chicken, beef causes cancer. Who's they? Do you know any research behind it? Meat and chicken and beef does not cause fucking cancer. No, that's not true. That's not true. There's no research that shows it causes cancer. Some of the things that you have to be careful with studies that might show a correlation. It's not causation. There are many, 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 many. And this is about the first part, animal protein and IGF-1. I don't know the research on that. I'm sure you could find that out from a test. But whenever it comes to something like cancer, there are a lot of ideas that really get thrown around a lot. You can't point to any one thing because some people get lung cancer and never smoke. Some people eat meat, okay, and they might get cancer. Oh shit, this person got cancer. They were a meat eater. Well, they also ate a lot of processed sugar, and they also smoked cigarettes, and they also didn't work out. So did the meat cause the cancer, or did the smoking, the sedentary lifestyle, So a lot of these correlative studies don't isolate one thing. It's just, it shows a couple things that are, it just literally shows correlation. It shows a couple things that can be associated with an increased cancer prevalence. And a lot of times those studies get blown out of proportion. Someone writes an article or a blog, and then someone writes a book, but it's very easy, or it used to be. It used to be very easy to bury these studies because they would only be in certain journals, and the social media and the internet didn't really exist. So it was very easy to write books and have everyone believe one thing because information didn't flow freely. When could you talk to a nutritionist or a PhD that does studies in nutritional science? Now, that person's tweeting the latest research. You can go on PubMed, you can go on Instagram and follow these people's accounts, and they're posting it in real time. Now you can actually get a breakdown or really access these studies that were in the past just referenced in a bibliography and you would never actually read them. So no one really went through and exposed this stuff. So now information it's much more transparent that you realize a lot of these studies that they were changing complete diet lifestyles and all these government standards and food pyramids and stuff, that these things were based on studies that were just correlative and really should not have been taken to that extreme. And that's why we have such a huge health crisis right now. It's because of a lot of these decisions that were based on correlations and fluffed data that was just not correct. It was not the right approach. In this day and age, what doesn't cause cancer? Exactly. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of endocrine disruptors. There's a lot of environmental toxins, fallout, brake dust, stress, blue light, lack of sleep, hydration, food, processed carbohydrates, processed meats, just GMO sprays, pesticides, who knows? Let's see what else. Things in the mattresses and plastic, the sun, water, there's so many different things, not to mention DNA, genetics, lifestyle habits, all those little variables. Very hard to just say, oh, this does that. Cause is very, 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 very hard, because even if you did this type of causation in a lab and you did cells in a petri dish, that's going to still be different than if those cells were interacting in a human body, because in a petri dish, that's like a vacuum. That's like an open space where everything is perfect and controlled. In the human body, you have the other trillion systems that are working simultaneously, and then it just throws off in more variables, and you can't control for it. I hope that all made sense. I hope it didn't come off like a rant or just I think it made sense. It was a big struggle not to buy sweets at the store today. I conquered it though. Good for you, Kayla. Buying Vibrams, Beesh. Hell yeah. Also, no cracking in my joints. You what we call that yoga, Beesh. Happy Memorial Day, Papa Swole. Thank you. Be humans. Let's be humans for sure. Alexander, as a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber? I'm not a fucking YouTuber. I have a YouTube channel. Check yourself. I ain't no YouTuber, son. Do you share content with others? Like Kenny K.O. Share content? No. What do you mean by share content? There's no, sharing content. People just make a video and then someone else might see the video and then make a video about it. If there's a trending topic, it's normal for multiple people to make videos. Someone would just have a problem if you copied. It's like when you copy content, just say the same thing. However, if you made a video and like mentioned the other person's video and said, I saw so-and-so posted a video, I wanted to add a couple things to that top. It's like you keep the conversation going. It's okay if someone makes a video with a topic first and then you want to add something to the conversation. That's what conversation's about. But if you like make a video, steal someone's idea or content and not like give them credit for bringing it up or reporting on it first or something. But yeah, it's hard because you don't necessarily know everything that's out there. I don't check every fucking YouTube profile before I post a video. So, but I also don't really watch anyone's content. So I'm not really copying because I don't know what people are posting. So it's coming from a creatively unique place to begin with. But if there's a trending topic, people just make their videos. It's always good though if you're using someone's content or you referencing a topic someone brought up. Very, very normal to shout them out or to link in the description or something like that. You're sharing now, right? Sharing now what? I'm an influencer. Ha! Fuck you. Does the type of floor you work out on matter? For example, carpet, concrete, and hardwood. Yeah, it matters. But I mean, it depends on what you're doing. It matters if you don't want to slip. It matters if you want to be safer. It matters if you're doing plyometrics, what type of exercise you're doing. So it matters. It matters if you are afraid of destroying it. Depends on what you mean, what context. You just don't want to slip. You don't want to be jumping on a hard surface. Like, do you all communicate with each other? I don't communicate with who you mentioned. He messaged me once about going to once or twice, just briefly. But yeah, I mean, like anyone else, if you message me on Instagram, I'll respond. If you message me somewhere, I try to respond as often as I can. I can't go through all like the comments on YouTube and all of them. I try to go through some like soon after I post. But it's like anyone else. You have a conversation. You might have a messaging conversation with one person on Instagram. It's like anything else. I'm sure some people talk. It's just people. Everyone's a human being. Everyone's a human being, man. Just people. No different than you. No different than you. We're just making videos, making content. You could do it too. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. You can make videos too. You could do that. Do the same thing. You could be a YouTuber. I ain't no YouTuber. Papa Swole makes YouTube videos. But I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a fucking influencer. Still trying to ride that wave. Oh yeah, for sure. The Savage Barbie, I'm new at the gym and I've lifted a lot of free weights at home, but I'm kind of intimidated by non-cardio machines. I'm a runner dancer. I don't know what machine to start with to make some gains. Where do you recommend I start? What do you mean? You want to do machines? Where do I recommend you start? I do free weights. You don't need machines. That's such a vague question. Where do I recommend you start? With what? You're new at the gym and you've lifted a lot of free weights at home. Cool. So you know free weights. You're intimidated by machines. What machines to start with to make some gains? None of them. You just do free weights. You don't need machines. Or do a machine and just look at the instructions. Or have someone show you. I don't know what machines you have at your gym. I mean, they're all different. I've been powerlifting for 10 years, starting to get bored. I can imagine. Just a couple lifts, I would get bored with it too. You don't even have to try to be an influencer. Public figure gets me too. Like the oh, I know. When you put that in the profile, public figure. Isn't everyone a public figure? I mean, if you go out in public, you're a figure. That's in public. Public figure. I know, as if like people know me. It's like Ron Burgundy. People know me. Yeah, it's in my Instagram profile. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. You're a fucking public figure, my ass. If you've been really strict, your cravings should be gone, I would think. Depends on if you're getting the right nutrients in. I noticed that when people normally go higher with fat intake, cravings decrease. It seems like fat is much more satiating and quells a lot more of the sugar cravings. The food that I consume, I love my food so much, I'm not cheating. I'm just not cheating when I eat. I'm not cheating when I eat fucking bacon. I'm not cheating when I eat grass-fed beef, when I have a steak and sweet potatoes and fucking roasted broccoli and sauerkraut and avocado. I don't need to cheat. I love my fucking food. It's so fucking good. No need to cheat when you're getting good shit. I've been on keto and I track what I eat. Oof. Maybe not enough calories? Yeah, maybe. How do I know? You're just throwing things out there. Look at it. Take a look. Check it out. Eat more. See how you feel. I'm a big deal. Yeah. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, fam. Make sure you go check out the latest video. It's on the latest YouTube video. Ask Papa Swole is up. There will be more content coming tomorrow, I'm sure. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast if you're not yet subscribed. Go check out the latest YouTube drop. And I also posted a barbell curl video with a little voiceover, a little tutorial, which is pretty fun. I had a fun time with it, so go check that out. It's on IG and Facebook. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for episode 1117 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose, your boy Papa Swolio. Out.